Hello, everyone. For today's Murphy Law Monday, I want to touch on the topic of when is an agreement binding. Now, a lot of people come to me and say that they've entered into an agreement, or while their case is pending, they tell me they've reached an agreement with the other party. But when does that agreement become binding? It becomes binding when it's signed, either by notarized in front of a notary, or when both parties appear before the court, take an oath that they understand that the agreement is binding and that it cannot be undone without order of the court. That is when an agreement is binding. I highly encourage everyone who is even potentially remotely considering entering an agreement with the other party to make sure that you have an attorney look at its terms, to make sure there's something you understand, something that you can live with, and something that would ultimately have your goals and objectives at the forefront, whether that be about custody. So if you're entering a parenting agreement, make sure it has all the terms that you want: drop off, pick up, summer, holidays, etc. If you're entering into a marital settlement agreement, those can get sticky. You want to make sure that you acknowledge that there's a separate agreement about custody that goes over the parenting time. You also want to make sure that the other party and yourself have reviewed and spoken to all marital property, tangible and intangible, and make sure that that agreement is signed in front of a notary. And also, when you enter into an agreement, make sure that both parties are living by it. Whether or not you go to court, if you have an agreement with the other party, make sure that that is setting what we call the status quo, and that it is something that you guys are actually doing. Because if you have an agreement on paper, but you're living something different, the court is more inclined to do what you're doing in reality versus what you have on paper, especially when it comes to custody. I wanted to go over this issue. If you have any questions about it or need legal services in the state of Maryland or in the District of Columbia, please give my office a call, 240-493-9116 and www.amurphylegal.com. Thank you.